So I've been doing fashion for about 8 years now. Well, when I first started, my brand was called OTZ, which is a slang for style in the young people's terms, I'll say it. Then about 2 years back, I changed the name to OTZ, which was an abbreviation for OTZ at the end of the day. It started off where I couldn't really buy the clothes that I really wanted to. So my mother told me that, well, that she used to study fashion and that she actually ran her own company for quite a while. So she taught me first to make like a bucket hat, small things that I was really interested in. And then she taught me how to actually use the machine, which is a complete different skill. By hand at first and then straight onto the machine. Someone will come to me and be like, either they've got something in mind in their head of what they want, or they say, hey, I just would love to buy one of your outfits. Then what I normally do is like take a look at that person, how they like to dress, how they like to represent themselves on the daily, and then maybe say, I think maybe a jacket could look really cool on you, or a pair of pants could potentially lift up your style in a way, kind of. Whether it be denim or corduroy would suit this person, this client really well. And then I'll get the measurements from the clients of the specific garments that they want, head out to the fabric store, pick out a fabric. As I said, either they tell me what they want or I'll go crazy, which is my favorite, of course. But once that process is done, I never draw out my designs before. I find once I actually cut out the pieces, I can say, okay, this would look extra cool, or this will work, or this won't work. So everything I do is freestyle on the machine. And then at the end, well, the client comes to me and they do on their fitting. If anything is out of place, I refix it, or I feel freestyling and just working from your head and what you think would work out perfectly. I feel like it's not really like brands that really inspire me. It's more people behind the brands and who kind of lifted up the brands in a way. So for me, I feel like if you, especially with fashion, and I feel like the new era of thinking, I just make what I want to make, what I think will be cool, and people just either catch on. Influencer-wise, for me, everything, everywhere I look is an inspiration. I mean, from what's happening with politics, the poverty within South Africa, everything is inspiration for me. I mean, most of my inspiration comes from specifically individuals who I see walking on the road or on Instagram, social media. So I would say my biggest inspiration is individuals and people. It's not mass-produced. There's only one of a kind of these pants that are gonna be made. We don't remake the same thing twice. That's it, it's theirs. You won't see someone else walking in the streets with them and be like, feel all awkward because you got the same pants on. I would say the OTZ look, that's a very hard one. I'd say it's new, colorful, and it stands out. It's completely different to all the other things you're seeing. It's bringing light, I feel, to people's world, but yeah, for me it would be light. When people are wearing my clothes, I'd like them to feel confident that they have a chance to do something, say something in their lives. Also just a sense of individuality, that they are different to the person right next to them. I was really interested in streetwear clothing, but then again I was also interested in the Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Balenciaga. So I wanted to mix, kind of find the gap in between those two, streetwear and high-end fashion. So I kind of I feel my clothes sit in between that. They're kind of above streetwear, a bit loud, a bit eccentric, but they're not Gucci or Louis Vuitton. My favorite thing would be jackets, the big puffer jackets. They bring in the biggest reward and they're also really cool to make. Yeah, I pimp out. But at the end of the day, it's all in the fabric for me. Once I see the fabric, then I'll get excited to make whatever. Well, my next move would be, I feel, is to expand my OTZ team. I want to gather more like-minded people like me to work with me and build an empire. Yeah, so I do have something planned for at the end of this year or early next year, OTZ show. I can't say too much about it, but it's gonna be big. Yeah, one of the biggest things I've done so far, for sure. In the meantime, we'll just be promoting, sharing more of the designs. Also, we are going to be hosting a few giveaways that people should be listening out for through collaborations with other brands and other individuals as well. Well, I don't really have a fashion philosophy, but there's things that I tell myself like every day which just help me, which is just keep hustling, and stop sitting down on your phone, which is the biggest distraction. Yeah, just do your thing, do you. You know what there is needed to be done to move forward. Just do it. Do you. Yeah.
Me? No? Just point at the camera.
I was just pointing. Do best.
Do best.
Do best, everyone. Do you. Yeah, don't be lazy. Do you.
Yeah, yeah, senja kita san. Yeah, yeah, kulum kula san. Kulum kula san yeah. Kata bay boni lendo kandi yeah. Sa kulum babwelin kula kongelin velin dile kube manzi panza bona nawe kumi dasin tela manzi glasin pola best for beni kosin sezo teta pembo weni nyani zotwa.